Welcome to this lecture video. In this video, I am going to explain modern physics, that is Introduction to Quantum Mechanics, which comes under Module 4 of Engineering Physics prescribed by VTU. So here I am going to explain the following points. So first, Introduction to Quantum Mechanics, black body and features of black body spectrum, Planck's radiation law, de Broglie theory, and properties of matter waves. So first let us concentrate on introduction to quantum mechanics and what is black body. So black body is an object which absorbs all the radiations incident on it and re-emitting those radiations when it is heated. So this is what the nature of a black body. So for example, hot filament and sun is best example for black body. So in practice, an ideal black body does not exist. A black body closely approximating a black body can be considered using a hollow object coated with lamp black and having a small hole in it. The radiations entering through the hole is almost completely absorbed due to multiple reflections. When the black body is heated to high temperature, it emits radiations of all possible wavelengths. Such radiations emitted by a black body are considered as black body radiations. So this is a graph when we plot intensity of emitted radiations from a black body versus its wavelength. So here you can look at the three different curves by considering the temperature at 3000 Kelvin, 4000 Kelvin and 5000 Kelvin. Here the distribution of radiant energy is not uniform and varies with lambda, the wavelength and temperature. There are different curves for different temperatures. For a particular temperature, the intensity of radiation increases up to a particular wavelength and then decreases with further increase in wavelength. As the temperature of black body increases, the peak of curve shifted towards shorter wavelength end. That is what the observations that you can see in this graph. So by analyzing the graph, for different temperature of the black body there are different curves, and at a given temperature the energy is not uniformly distributed, the radiation spectrum. At a given temperature, the intensity of radiation increases, and with further increase in wavelength, the intensity of radiation decreases. The wavelength for which the radiant energy is maximum, that is considered as lambda max, and decreases as temperature increases. So these were all the observations that we can see in this graph. And when it comes to the Planck's radiation law, Planck has given an expression for the energy emitted by a black body per unit volume, that is nothing but u lambda d lambda is equal to 8 by hc by lambda to the power of 4, lambda to the power of 5 into 1 by e to the power of h mu by kt minus 1 into d lambda. So this is what the expression given by Max Planck in order to explain the energy emitted by a black body. And de Broglie hypothesis. So according to de Broglie, so the light behaves like both particle and wavy nature. The particle nature of electromagnetic radiation is explained by Compton effect and also photoelectric effect, whereas wavy nature of light is explained by diffraction, interference, etc. By considering that into account, de Broglie come to the conclusion that a particle also possesses a dual nature. That means particle also possesses a wavy nature when it is moving with certain velocity v. Now let us consider a particle of mass m moves with velocity v. Then the wavelength associated with a particle is given by lambda is equal to h by mv, where h is Planck's constant and m is mass of the particle and v is its velocity. Suppose if a particle is accelerated through some potential difference say v, so let us consider an electron which is accelerated through potential difference v, then the de Broglie wavelength associated with it is given by h by square root of 2m eV, where v is voltage with which it is accelerated. Similarly, if capital E is the energy of the electron, then the de Broglie wavelength associated with the fast moving electron is given by h by square root of 2me. So this is what the expression given by de Broglie. When we look at the properties or characteristics of matter waves, the waves associated with moving particle are matter waves with wavelength lambda is equal to h by p, where p is momentum, and the wave velocity is different for different matter waves depending on mass and velocity of the particle. The amplitude of matter wave at a particular region and time entirely depends upon the probability of finding the particle at the same region and time. Matter waves are not electromagnetic in nature. Matter waves are associated with charged as well as uncharged particles. So these were all some of the properties of matter waves. Now let us concentrate on some problems related to calculating matter waves length as well as energy associated with the fast moving particles. Now compare the energy of a photon with that of an electron when both are associated with wavelength 0.2 nanometer. So this is what the problem. So here the given data, that is lambda p is equal to lambda e, that is equal to 0.2 nanometer, and h is Planck's constant, that is 6.63 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second, and m is mass of the electron, that is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg, and c is the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So here we have to calculate what is EP by E. So using the equation EP is equal to hc by lambda p and EE is equal to h square by 2m lambda E square, we can write EP by EE is equal to c square m lambda E square by h lambda p. So by substituting all the contents, so finally the value of EP by EE will be evaluated as 1.647 into 10 to the power of 2. So this is the final value for EP by EE. The next problem is calculate the kinetic energy of an electron of wavelength 18 nanometer. So here the value of lambda is given, that is 18 nanometer, and Planck's constant is 6.63 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second, and mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So here we are going to calculate what is capital E, that is kinetic energy of electron, and we know the formula lambda is equal to h by square root of 2me. So by rearranging the equation we get capital E is equal to h square by 2m lambda square. Now substitute the value of h, m and lambda in the equation such that on simplification we are going to get the value of E as 4.66 into 10 to the power of minus 3 electron volts. So this is what the solution for the given problem. So here the kinetic energy of the electron of wavelength 18 nanometer is considered, and by making use of the equation E is equal to h square by 2m lambda square, we can able to calculate the energy associated with the electron. So finally the value of energy E is equal to 4.66 into 10 to the power of minus 3 electron volts. So now the problem number 3, an excited atom has an average lifetime of 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. During this period it emits a photon and returns to the ground state So what is the minimum uncertainty in the frequency of this photon? So given delta t is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8 second and h is 6.63 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. So what is delta V? The delta mu, uncertainty in its frequency, that has to be calculated. So we have a formula, that is delta E into delta T is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi, that is as according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and hence we can write delta E is equal to h into delta mu. So finally delta mu can be written as delta mu is greater than or equal to 1 by 4 pi delta t. So finally substituting the value of delta t in the equation, the value of delta mu, that is uncertainty in the frequency, is equal to 7.96 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz. So this is what the uncertainty in the frequency of the photon. So here the average lifetime of the excited atom is considered as 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. So for this type of photon, what is the uncertainty in the frequency of the emitted photon? So here delta mu is greater than or equal to 1 by 4 pi delta t. So substitute the contents of delta t. The value of delta mu is evaluated as 7.96 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz. So this is what the solution for the given problem.